Okay, let's just jump right in. The text starts with, there is no language. There are no rules.
Hmm.
I mean, that's an aggressive way to start, especially for a piece of writing that is, well, made of language and rules. It feels like a trap.
It does. It feels like a complete paradox. But that's the point, right? That's the hook.
So it's not literally saying these words don't exist.
No, no, of course not. It's making a much finer point. It's trying to get us to separate the map from the territory.
Ah, that old classic.
Exactly. The mission here is to explore how our words are just tools. They
Right.
point at things, but they are never the thing itself.
Right. Confusing the menu with the meal.
Mm.
But this feels like it goes deeper. It's almost suggesting that the act of describing something
Mm.
changes it or distorts it,
That's the core idea. The text says language divides experience into pieces.
just so we can share it with each other.
Precisely. It's like taking a whole continuous landscape and, chopping it up into a grid so you can mail it to someone.
You get the information,
Yeah.
but you lose the wholeness of it.
You lose the continuity. So what we're doing is trading accuracy for portability.
And the danger, I guess, is when we forget we made that trade.
That's it. The danger is when we start to believe the grid lines are actually part of the landscape. The text says confusion happens when language is mistaken for reality.
Okay, so that brings us to the rules.
Mm.
Because if words are just approximate, then grammar, syntax,
Yeah.
all those things must be, just as shaky. They feel pretty solid to me.
Well, they feel solid because we've all agreed they are. The source calls them agreements made for coordination. They're useful, but they're not fundamental.
So they're like traffic laws.
Exactly. And this is my favorite line from the whole piece. Nature does not obey syntax.
Oh, I love that. I mark that too. It's like a hurricane doesn't stop and check the dictionary for what a Category 5 is before it hits.
Right. Reality doesn't check definitions before happening. The event just is. We're the ones who come along later and try to draw a neat little box around it.
And we get upset when reality doesn't fit in our box.
We get rigid. The text says that meaning is alive, but our definitions are static. And that's the problem. We try to force something living into something that's, dead.
So if we strip away the words and we admit the rules are just social constructs, what are we even left with? Is it just silence?
That's the philosophical heart of it, I think. You're left with the thing itself, before the description. The source argues that insight often arrives silently.
That makes so much sense. You know that feeling when you're solving a problem and the answer just clicks? It happens like a split second before you have the words to explain how you did it.
That's it exactly. The text calls that the deepest knowing, and it says it has no sentence. It's about recognition, not instruction. You're not learning a new rule. You're just seeing what was already there.
So the goal isn't to stop talking. It's to stop believing our own talk is the final word on things.
Yes. To hold it all more loosely, the text says when you align with what's actually happening, words loosen and rules soften. You stop fighting with reality.
You use the tool, but you don't let the tool use you.
Precisely. It's all about a kind of intellectual humility. We define things to manage them, not because our definitions are the absolute truth.
Which leads to that final challenge that text leaves us with. It's kind of a homework assignment for the reader, for you.
It is. It asks you to just notice for yourself.
Right. It asks, what is actually left in your own experience when the definitions fall away? When you stop narrating everything to yourself, I am walking. This is good, this is bad, and just let it be.
Because that, the text suggests, is the only time that reality really gets to speak for itself.